What do we know about the civilization? I know it gotten looted a lot from the video.
Well, the railroad advertised to come here and collect the relics. Custer's last stand was 1876. Geronimo surrendered 1886. So the 1890s people wanted souvenirs. But when it got hard to find anything, the hardcore types who just wanted something to sell probably to museums back east tore the walls down, literally dynamited walls to let in the light. And so what you see now is 80 or 90% original after all the damage was done, 10 or 20% stabilization.
Oh, the day I break these chains, I'm bound for the life of the simple things.
Good morning, guys. So it's a little after 4 in the morning. Try to get out of here without waking up Paul over here in the tent. Running just a little bit later than I want to be. I'm hoping to stop by and upload the video that I edited last night before hitting the sack for y'all. Still a little cold. I'll talk to you a little bit. I'm about ready to start the van. Got in at 5:30 in the morning, a little later than I had originally planned on doing so, and ended up having to wait for 4 hours before I got sent out on a job. So here's my ticket, finally got sent out, and I'm giving some guy a ride that didn't have a car to the same job. Waiting on him to get out of the convenience store over here for us to finish heading our way over to the job site. He told me that he'd been there before, and he said it's a pretty easy job, so that's cool. Hopefully I get a good full day in instead of like yesterday. That's what I'm hoping. That'd be nice. I want to get enough for the week and then start working on some gas money. It's a pretty easy job, just pulling the weeds all along the buildings and in the cracks. So the guy's area looks nice and tight. He doesn't believe in using sprays. Okay guys, across the street there, already finished on that side, and this is what it looked like here. All these weeds he's wanting to get up, and now it's clear all the way there and around the outside. And about 3.5 hours in, I'm starting to get a little tired. I'm out of shape, up and down, but probably finish this before you expected. All done for the day. Got my check here from the day labor spot, so you work and then you get paid the same day. I kind of like that about it. And then also it's nice once you build a reputation at them, and you can always find work no matter where you go. Most of the time it doesn't pay real good, you know, it's usually just over minimum wage, but you know, it's always available. You don't have to lie to anybody. You don't have to pretend that you're going to stay around. You don't have to put anybody out. You just work the days that you want to work, and everything's good. There's no problem for them. So that's why I really do like it. I wish they paid a little bit better, but you know, it is what it is. Right now I need money, so I was able to make money. Something that was really cool, it took them like 4.5 hours to send me out. I was sitting there from 5:30 to like almost 10, and that part sucked. But when I got sent out, the guy that I was working for, he liked the work I did so much, he gave me an extra 15 bucks. And rounded up the hours to 8. So I still got a full day's wage from the day labor place, and then he gave me 15 extra bucks cash. So that was pretty cool. So kind of happy about that. I'm gonna go back and pick up Paul. Paul and I were gonna grab a bite to eat in town here and chit chat and head back out to the campsite. So that's my day today. I hope tomorrow after I get done working to have some time to spend online, and you know, I'm working on a couple of websites, so I'll talk to you guys about that a little bit more in the future when I get it pieced together and start getting it up. And I'm hoping that you'll stop in and check it out and help me spread it. All right guys, so Paul and we decided to go check out the Walnut Canyon National Monument since we're over here.
Yep.
So
That's enough torturing them. Turn it around.
All right, guys. We'll check back in with you here in a couple. Let's go see what it's all about. Quite the canyon. It's almost as big as the one in Texas. Okay, so Paul and I decided we're gonna go and try to hike all the way down into that canyon. We found the trail and looks cool. I watched a little video here in the traveling center and I learned a little bit about it. They don't know exactly what had everybody leave. So in these canyons are a lot of cave dwellings cut into the side, and they had them there since up to the point of about the mid 1200s, when everybody seemed to migrate out of it. Doesn't seem to be like people just disappeared. It seems to be like they moved on, and it kind of coincides with a drought that they have on record from about 1215 to 1221. So we're gonna go down there and see what we can see. It'd be cool if we can go and look into some of the cave dwellings down there. But the national monument here was created because of all the looting that was going on back in the late 1800s. So they don't have a clear picture of the basically they really don't have a clear picture of the culture that was here, just because of the amount of looting that went on. Paul's down there ahead of me because I've been taking too much time stopping to take pictures, but heading down into this canyon. There's quite a few stairs here. I got to pick my water bottle back up. I dropped it. I hope I can reach it. Well, sitting about halfway down so far. Got a cave, a little cave up here in front of me, so thought we'd go down in here and check her out. Little cutout. Here we are. Wow, this was a dwelling. They even have some of the rocks up still in here. This must have been a pretty good little spot back in the day when everybody was living in right out in the open. Bet you keep this a little bit warmer on a real windy day. Cut down the wind a bit when I step back in here. That's cool. First little set of cave dwelling. Several all along here. Pretty easy little hike down anyways. We'll see how I do on the way back up. I thought the little caverns in there were pretty cool. I was hoping we'd see more in there, like roped off with a little more in there, but I guess the looting must have been really bad here. There was lots of little rooms along this walk so far, and according to this sign here, most of those were like probably storage areas, and a lot of the pottery was found in there, so they could probably store like, you know, 100-day water supply in just one of them. These that are a little bit larger like this is where the sign said they figure people actually lived. And here we are. We got caves with some cave paintings in them. They have them lined off so you can't get in there, but I was reading the sign on it and they said these that have the paintings in them probably were used for some sort of rituals and everything, so that's kind of cool. Talk about some short Indians. That's pretty deep. That one would have been really cool to look into. I wish I had a light on me. I should have brought one. Here we are, more caves with some cave paintings in them. Here's another one that I was able to get inside of. It's a good little size space in here. I've seen like frontier houses smaller. a couple of these caves. The trek is starting to head back uphill now. So I think we're at the bottom pretty much of this hike. My understanding is down there's a little creek that only ran and existed twice a year, once on snow melt off, and then again during late summer months when you had the monsoons here. And these folks would go and collect water and store it for the dry months. Paul found his new house.
Sir, could you go down to the creek and get me some water?
Didn't you put together your store?
All out of Indian tacos.
Wow, they had some really small openings. This is pretty cool. Fun little spot, man. How big these are back in here. These are good size, some of these. Huh. Well, I think back in those days you wouldn't have been eating enough to get stuck.
No, I wouldn't be fat as a cow.
I think just collecting your water, you might have dropped some tonnage. Good old American diet.
Yeah.
Back up the stairs. Look at this crazy little plant here with these green little fruits here and flowers. It's pretty interesting. Anybody know what those are? I didn't see a sign that said anything about it. Curious. Got a big old mean thorny boy right there. How would you like to need to use the restroom out here and you end up on top of that? That wouldn't be no fun. This is a pretty cool little spot though.
Yeah.
Too bad they wouldn't let you camp in here, huh? And way up there on the canyon top, the building off there in the distance, that's where we started. We're gonna have to hike back up to. So far it's been a pretty easy hike, but now it's time for the real climb. Here we go. Just used the bottle filler right here to fill up my bottle and everything. I thought it was pretty cool. Right here, this little readout tells you how many bottles, plastic bottles, have been saved by this fountain refill. 148,983. That's a lot of petrochemicals not used. There we go. Back into the van.
No heart attacks.
I think Scott here might be in better shape than me though. All right, let's go and get us a shower and then see what we can enjoy over there in Flagstaff.
Yeah.
Okay, pulling into the YMCA over here. Several people told me that the YMCA here, they let you shower. Some said free, some said it costs a little bit, but I'm gonna go find out right now. All wrapped up, got a nice shower. Got the lady at the desk told us normally it's not free. It costs 10 bucks there, but she let us fill out some form to let us use the facilities once. So we went ahead and did that, and I'm all crispy clean and ready to go enjoy the rest of the day. It's been a fun day so far. Get out there, connect with people, live your big story, and make sure you do something every single day to reduce world suck. Peace, guys.
Without you, my friend, and I tell you all about it when I see you again. We come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you